Welcome to the video series on the Baypoint Lagoon Otters. This is number 5, Unlikely Predators. Here is the Baypoint Lagoon Otter family: Lori, Curly, and Mo. Here comes Dad. And there's Mom. From the very beginning of our observations for this video series, we wondered what dangers these otters would have to contend with as they go about their daily lives. Initially, we thought that the greatest threat to them would be the wily coyotes that persistently prowl this wildlife sanctuary. But we were wrong. Late one afternoon, we noticed 3 giant egrets moving stealthily toward the east shore of the lagoon. It appeared that they were hunting in a coordinated fashion, which was very unusual. Suddenly, 2 neighboring otters appeared. They probably lived in the San Rafael Canal area and had obviously swam to the lagoon via the San Francisco Bay, which is just on the other side of the Starkweather shoreline path. The lead egret continued in a trajectory that could prevent the otters from entering the lagoon. One otter ventures down to the water to assess how safe it is. The other cautiously follows. Both of the visiting otters freeze, their eyes transfixed on the 3 giant egrets. The otters seem to be fearfully debating what to do. We didn't think too much about this until later that evening, when it got dark, and we heard a blood-curdling commotion coming from this location. The next morning, we found one of the egrets with what appeared to be a large piece of fur hanging from its mouth. It is at this point that we realized the Baypoint Lagoon Otters have some very unlikely predators. Just then, we realized that Mo was hiding in the reeds next to the giant egret. The egret closes in. Mo tries to get away underwater. The egret sees him and strikes. Mo was extremely lucky this time. A fish happened to get in the way of the strike. Here, Mom is resting at one of her favorite places to groom. Suddenly, she dives. Just in time. The giant egret begins to stalk its prey. The predator has Mom trapped beneath the water and against the reeds. The egret remains poised to strike as soon as Mom comes up for air. We did not think Mom would have a chance to escape. But suddenly, the egret begins to get nervous. Lori has conducted a surprise attack on the egret, and in so doing, she has saved her mom. We also discovered that Baypoint Lagoon is frequented by another avian predator, which, because of its talons, is even more dangerous than giant egrets, the great night heron. Here we see Lori, Curly, and Mo fishing at a storm drain. The night heron approaches quickly once the otters have gone underwater. Curly and Mo surface just in time to see the threat. Mo, being the older brother, instantly dives to put himself between Curly and the predator. This unexpected, selfless act startles the heron, but attracts the attention of the predator's mate. The first predator lunges toward Mo. Mo instinctively dives into the water, narrowly escaping. Then he turns and jumps up to distract the remaining predator. This gives Curly and Lori, who is now emerging from the drain, a chance to escape. There is one rather disturbing encounter that we have hesitated to include, but have done so now in the interest of science. Here, Lori is scrounging for fish and is unaware that an unusually large giant egret is stalking her. Consumed with hunger, she ventures into the shallows behind the cement drain. The predator sees its chance. Because there may be children watching, FCC regulations prevent us from showing the conclusion of this sequence. However, we are able to report that all 5 members of the Baypoint Lagoon Otter family are surviving and thriving. In fact, because of all these close encounters, they have become experts at avoiding all predators. All the videos in this series were taken at Baypoint Lagoon, San Rafael, beginning in 2015.